Just forward that. Hi guys, welcome back to CanaryCast. Sorry we're a bit late today. The game is in the 10th minute. Literally just ticked over into the 10th minute. Still 0-0, don't worry. Jacob, very quickly, what are we expecting today?
Well, Blackburn will come here and attack as well as they can. Without Dolan up, or with Dolan up front, rather without an Armstrong, they're kind of playing a 4-3-3 without a 4-3-3 without an actual central forward, really. So,
Bit of a touch them not having Armstrong.
Very good. I know he's a bit wasteful on the attack sometimes, but with that pace, as we've just seen a couple of times against Janulis, that would have been a main issue, really, wouldn't it? But no, they've still got players, haven't they? Harvey Elliott on the bench is always a tricky one to try and keep quiet, but it's good that he's not starting. This should be a win, though. Cantwell's obviously already hit the post, which is a difficult one to kind of, I don't know what to talk about, but yeah, he's deflected it well, and so far quite a scrappy game, isn't it?
Yeah, the Cantwell shot deflected off a Blackburn defender, and then the keeper was all over the shot, but it hit the post. No real dramas there. Harvey, how are you, mate? Are you a bit stressed?
Yeah, I just had about an hour and a half of just vicious troubleshooting to get this stream going, so I'm feeling okay. Vicious troubleshooting. I don't even have the game up at the moment. That's how behind I am, but hopefully that will all be fine.
We didn't miss any goals.
Haven't they, Jack?
Stu in the chat, about time, boys. Yeah, that sounds about right, Stu. Sorry, Jacob, say that again, mate.
Blackburn have started well, haven't they? I think
they have,
Blackburn's got a chance there. Header, which he should do better with. He's central of the goal. Free, Matt. Oh, absolutely free as.
A couple of set pieces that we have given away on the edge of the area in the first 10 minutes as well.
Right, the Dutch Duvet has covered it well so far. That's his new name, by the way.
Duvet.
He's in here. It back, everybody. Scuffed.
Oh.
One of them.
Volley from Emmy from just outside the area.
Coming back after the baby boom.
Yeah, imagine he's had some late nights this week as well.
I'm so fascinated to see how that works today. Him, Dowell, and Cantwell. Not much pace there, but a lot of movement.
Dowell in the 10. I suppose that is, if Emmy's coming back in and he's played well midweek, I suppose that is where he goes. But what do you make of that? Yeah. That is the position that's up for grabs. You might as well try and make it his own.
Oh, that Cantwell's just gone down here. I think going back to the Forest game, they just picked up points against Brentford. Shows how good Norwich were. I know we said Forest were crap, and so I remember you saying that actually, Joe, that they were very bad and they made us look better. Well, actually, I think Forest played really well against Brentford, and maybe we were as good as I made us superlatively sound.
No, to be fair, the whole fan base seemed to agree with you. To be fair, Jacob, so you can have that.
Not a rarity,
but yeah, no, it's not. It's just casual routine, really. Routine.
Be a surprise if it wasn't, really.
No, I watched half the Forest game, and you're right. They looked much better against Brentford, but perhaps that is just we made them look shite, you know. Wide, Kenny. Janulis was out wide then. Loads of space. That's annoying.
He decided, you know what, I'm going to have a putt. He's been very good recently, so I'm not surprised. He's full of confidence and wanting to shoot from, 30 yards out. I just love this defence, man. You know, Gibson and Hanley they'll probably come back and bite us on the backside now. But just that Gibson and Hanley solidity is just wonderful, isn't it?
It is. You just feel so much more confident.
Joe, by the way, from one man with a trim to the next.
Say that again.
What do you think of the Max hair?
I haven't seen a close-up of it yet, but yeah, It looks a bit orange. I think maybe he's tried to dye it blonde and it's gone bad, but I haven't seen a close-up yet, so bear with.
The England camp, do you think? Next week, the England and the 21s?
Yeah, it's
dream on.
It's probably quite good that Emmy's had a rest in the week, isn't it? And fresh.
How's everyone in the chat, by the way? Good. We want to see some predictions. I know it's quite late, but we want to see some predictions at some point. Go on, Joe. I interrupted you then.
I can't remember what I was saying, to be honest with you, mate.
Mark of a good host.
Yeah,
of course. When they're fit.
Ball just playing around at the back now. Gibson to Hanley. You know the drill.
64% of the ball in the first 15, but Blackburn have looked bright even so far.
Yeah, they don't look too bad. They quite like possession themselves normally, don't they? So they are going to have. I'm guessing they're just going to give up on that today. But
Jared Andrews says 2-0 Norwich. Optimistic.
Skippy. Come on, Skippy. Great ball! Yeah, jammy bastard. How have you caught that one? Lenihan, great. Oh, no, it wasn't Lenihan. It was Howard Bellis. Great block. Kuki's through. Lovely play from Skip. Come on, Skippy. Make sure you get a goal or an assist today because our tweets, Tottenham fans love a Skip update.
What are your predictions? Let's have them out of interest.
Oh, interesting one.
I'll go 2-1.
I was going to say 2-1, so I'll change it to 2-0 just because I love a clean sheet. But it might be quite a tight one looking at it. You know, Blackburn, they have the squad, don't they? We said at the start of the season we thought they'd be up there. But
they were for a fair bit, to be fair.
I'm sorry?
They were for a fair while, to be fair.
And they've dropped off there, haven't they, under Mowbray? I think that's probably a manager issue rather than the team. Do you think that squad is top 6 ready, isn't it?
Yeah.
Good clearance, Grant Hanley. Dolan has a tap in. Wonderfully whip ball in from the right hand side.
Yeah, from everything I've seen so far, you know, I think this has a draw, like a high scoring draw written on it, to be honest. Possibly a 2-2.
Really? That'd be.
I mean, Norwich do enjoy open games. Make it a lot easier to attack in this time.
Craig Mackless says, afternoon, what are your score prediction for today? I think it was 2-0, 2-1 and 2-2, I think, so not bad.
Feeling the twos. Oh, terrible touch from Rothwell, I think it is, no?
And then you just drag the ball all the way down the pitch. Good lad.
Good clearance, that Grant. Really good clearance. Wonderful ball in from Buckley.
Are we all at the same time this match? Because I know Jacob last time. 17-20. I am on 17-20. Wow.
Synchronized, lads. Blimey.
Very poor from
picked off easy.
Norwich to give the ball
well played,
away.
Skip. Covers well.
Blackburn have had the best of it so far.
Though. Blackburn are looking like they want to cause any mistakes. It was kind of like the first 10 minutes against Luton. They were pressing high just without the ball and had a couple of opportunities, which exactly what Blackburn have had. I'd say Blackburn are a much better side than Luton as well. So
we've seen a lot of teams come to Carrow Road and be very compact and defensive for the first 10-15 minutes, haven't we? And I wonder if Mowbray's thought perhaps the best form of defence is to attack them the first 15 minutes, keep them away from the goal. Do you know what I mean?
I don't see why not. But then there's space at the other end where Buendia is, I just can't work it through. And Dow gives away a silly little free kick.
They have cut off those passes through the middle of the pitch or through the half space to either side of the middle of the pitch really well.
Do you think Dowell is the answer to
haven't they?
Gone. No.
Do you reckon Dowell is the answer to the number 10 problem? Really?
I think he started well. When he's you've got to give him a run of games to be able to check. But I think with him is the problem with his whole career has been his consistency levels.
Yeah.
That's why he's at Norwich. That's why he's not at Everton. That's why Forest didn't pick him up. Why Derby didn't pick him up. Why Wigan couldn't, obviously financially.
Yeah.
You've got to look at him and say he's got to put a string of games together. That Forest game shows he's good enough to be a top-end championship player. In terms of Premier League, not so sure yet.
No.
But he might be one of those sort of players that thrives in the Premier League, sort of Cantwell style.
Oh, to be fair to the lad, he's never been given a chance. Like I say,
he's been unlucky with injuries. I don't know about you two. My sound's a bit dodgy. You're sort of cutting off. I'm only hearing half of what you're saying.
I think it's a bit delayed, but
okay.
My end, it's okay. It's just, but that's just it.
It's fine. It's manageable. It's not that bad.
Have we tweeted out, by the way?
Yeah, it went out before
the game. Need this now. Go takes on well. Go on then. Just breaks down. No, that 3-man midfield from Blackburn today is working well. Ooh, poor fat.
Jared Andrews says, who do you want to see at Norwich next season? What signings would you like?
Adam Armstrong. Yeah, no, seriously. I said that to Jake the other week.
Not as clinical as you think he'll be, Joe. He's on 19 this season. Probably could be on 30 if he's.
You're worried about the amount of chances he'd get in the Premier League, and miss them.
He's got pace though, and probably adds a different dynamic compared to. The movement's decent. I'm just not sure about the finishing, but yeah, speed-wise, and obviously Norwich will be counter-attacking a lot more next season.
That's probably unrealistic with the transfer fee, I suppose.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The price of him will be high, won't it? Yeah. But it's not unreasonable to think that we can go. We do. This is the season, isn't it? You know, we want to push and sustain yourself in the Premier. You don't want to keep yo-yoing all the time.
No, this is what I've never really, apart from that season under Lambert, I've never really known us to be.
It's not unreasonable
to fully think Premier League team, not a yo-yo club.
We can go. We do. Thing this I want to see. Season, isn't it? You know, we want to push and sustain yourself. It's the one where you go right, sustain yourself. Now you've stayed in 2 years and it just didn't work. And since then, like you say, we've been yo-yoing ever since. Really, this is with this squad though. You look at the likes of Gibson and Janulis coming in. That's big money, isn't it, for us? Yeah, I think they think this is their year because you're not keeping. If you go down next season, if you somehow keep Buendia in the summer, he won't be staying, and others will go as well. Todd, I would not be surprised if he went. Max, I think, will be off this summer. Then,
Todd either needs to sign a contract or go, doesn't he?
He's got that. I wouldn't say that yet.
He's got the extension. Yeah. Back heads here between Janulis and Rankin Costello. Just physios are on. They both look fine.
Imagine that will be their main objective in terms of keeping players this summer. Will be Todd and sorting that out because everyone else is pretty much sorted, aren't they?
You don't see Emi Buendia going.
I think like we said before. I think it's Max or Emi, and I think it'll be Max.
Yeah.
Because of the interest, the actual stone hard cold interest in terms of Bayern, Man U, Spurs, you'd say we'll probably be looking at him now. There's too many teams there, and let's be fair in terms of what they've said. Stuart Weaver, Delia Smith have all kind of given us the.
He's off.
Place. Yeah,
he's gone.
The rhetoric in place like 6 months before it's going to actually happen.
Well, Craig Matlis says that actually probably the most important player to keep is Oliver Skipp. So, what do you reckon to that?
He's not even our player though. Like, yeah, I completely agree. He'd be so good to have. But
we don't need this negativity from you, Joe. But you after last time,
a player that we don't own.
Like, when he's been such an influential thing this season, you can pretty much put down this season's success to him. You sort of have to have him as a must to bring back, surely, or at least a player like him.
He's definitely a must to bring back. I just don't think it's good pinning your hopes on him because he's not our player. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with the money we have, you're not getting a quality player like Ollie Skipp, are you? But if it permanently, never up. No. If you can, I completely agree with you. He is the one you need to keep. A shadow of a doubt, you have to try and keep Skipp because he's transformed that team.
Yeah, totally.
Without a shadow of a doubt, in my opinion.
He's the only bloke to ever displace Tete.
For like 130 years.
And yeah, it's funny that we say that, but it's completely true. And he adds a different dynamism to that team. He gets us up the pitch so much quicker. Ball there from Gibson. Need that more. Buendia robing. Good outside. That outside the ball. Lovely through ball to Janulis. Whips in.
He loves that.
Oh, just over Pookie. Aaron's! That's wouldn't settle down.
You don't get a shot. You don't get this. You don't get this level of commentary at BBC Norfolk.
Janulis tracking back.
Easy enough for Timmy. Counter-attack's on though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Janulis obviously going forward, as we've seen so many times since he's come in. He really doesn't love going forward. You only
loves him.
But there is the only problem is, in behind. You been impressed with Dimmy, Joe?
I have, but I think Kenny helps him out a lot. I know I say this every single stream, but he does, doesn't he? He covers for him a lot.
This record is really broken,
which is by design. Daniel Farker will have said, do it.
Excuse me.
No, I think he gets a lot of help with people covering for him. Otherwise, quite impressed. I'm not sure. I think he might struggle next year. He would. Yeah, he would.
Well, they can't. Norwich feasibly aren't going to be allowed to play their game, are they? It's going to be a lot more restrictive. A lot more teams with better quality, and they're playing their game. So maybe we'll see a bit more of the defensive abilities of Janulis. But
I reckon if we were going to change formation next season, I reckon we would have already seen it. So he's the defensive solidity we've added this season has been by design, and it's been obvious all season, and it's for the benefit of next season. Do you know what I mean? So I think if we were going to see a formation change next season, we would have embedded it in this season, along with the defensive solidity that we've much improved on. I think we would have already seen it. So I'm not expecting a formation change, but we will definitely be on the counter more.
He's just by the back of times, I see.
In spells of games, haven't we? 10 minutes.
Comes it back to Timu Pukki, getting away. Oh, tries to get back to Todd. Just cleared a lot of Blackburn bodies in the box. That last couple of attacks from Norwich have been almost, but not quite. Pukki looked hungry again today, though. Obviously, Tony scored earlier on, so he'll be wanting to chase it down. Oh, it just puts a little bit too much on the cutback to Todd. Clear, but Blackburn have about 27 bodies when defending.
They all compressed very quickly, didn't they? Just everyone in a line, just block anything that comes through. Hanley launches one out onto the left-hand side, and it's so far over Janulis' head. So far.
It's the only problem with Grant, isn't it? That's why you rely on Ben Gibson so much in that centre-back partnership. His passing range is quite limited, Grant, but he's been brilliant again this season. Probably up there with Player of the Year for me. Janulis down again here. Had a bit of
don't want to alarm you, but Chris Sutton is on BT Sport in a half Norwich, half Blackburn kit. Maybe less said about that.
No thanks is the only thing I have to say to that. No thank you.
No thanks, Chris.
I just think the way he's got clattered here. Oh, with the kick, he does get battered in the side.
Battered. Let's have a
look. One if he has to come off. They've decided, I think, Xavi Quintero is no more.
No.
It's literally
it's harsh, I thought.
Extreme backup.
I wonder if there was an extra fee involved if he was going to play 15, 20 games, and they've just thought, right, we're not paying that, so don't play him. You know what I mean?
That's so cruel, isn't it?
I agree.
Absolutely frozen out of the side. Instantly as well.
Oh, no, he was injured for, 3-4 months, so you think, realistically, you can't. Jacob Sorenson's going to come on here. You think he is the backup left back choice now, rather than actual left back in Xavi Quintero. It's very interesting that, like you say, Joe. I think that loan must have a clause in there somewhere. If he plays, an amount, he's played well at times. Quintero when he came in, but I don't trust his fitness at all. It's a shame for Janulis because he's been excellent. I think for the last 11, 12 games in a row now. He's took some time to grow into it, but no, he's been solid, but there's no point taking a risk on him.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the problem is. He's not holding anything in, specific.
Got clattered 5 minutes ago, and he's just got hit again a little bit earlier. And yeah, he's looking like he said his core, but he's limping. So I don't really, not really too sure there. Maybe there was an earlier issue before the game, but yeah, Sorensen's ready. And it's nice to see him back actually, because he's if you talk about harsh dropping, like he was excellent at left back, and then love to see him in midfield eventually, but left back he'll do a decent job today.
He does have Daniel Farke does have a knack of playing people like Football Manager style, like hilariously out of position, doesn't he?
I think that's why he likes players
down left or dodgy touch.
I think that's why he likes players that are technically proficient, because they're a bit more. God, Blackburn are cutting that ball out through their back line so well. They've done it 4 or 5 times already.
And Norwich just have to be patient today, don't they? They're coming up against the better side, where Forest, past Norwich Wrexham, I thought last week, they were poor, weren't they? In terms of letting us kind of cut through them quite easily. Dow's had a couple of dodgy touches so far, hasn't he? He has just been fouled there, but it's one of those games where you say, okay, Kieran, just
calm it down, give it 2 minutes.
Throw into it a little bit.
Some heavy first touches, you're right.
It's very,
Dow's build is quite slight, like Steepman's, is all I was going to say. This delay is
that's pretty
messing
bad.
Me up.
Apologies, everybody, for the technical difficulties we're having at the moment. But
Pookie shot blocked.
I think what we're having at the moment is Jacob is saying something, and about half an hour later, we're hearing it because I'm having the same thing. So apologies for that, but we will do our best to do it. Max Aarons is entering the box and lays it off nicely, and it fouls Buendia just outside the box on the right-hand side, and it will be a free kick. Set pieces haven't been Norwich's thing this season, but is Buendia on this? Because his free kicks is quite clearly the big gap in his game, isn't it?
It's a naughty little foul there from Dolan, isn't it? Yeah, Buendia beats him well. Almost reminded me of that Brentford one.
I imagine Emmy will take it, Harvey, but I'm not expecting much. If he does take it, I'm not seeing this as a shooting opportunity. No, it's not. It's too far wide. No. So it's going to be a cross, or who's that stood with him? Dow.
Probably,
Dow might play it.
I would say almost definitely going to hit the first man. Ollie Hinchcliffe says, "Afternoon, gents. How have we started? We have started technically really badly, but Norwich have done all right.
It's pretty even,
header going across, and Ollie's going for a 2-0 win, so that'll be an interesting prediction. I think that matches, I believe, Joe's. So.
Yeah, no, Norwich had a couple of opportunities, haven't they? Okay.
Pod hit the post.
Yeah. Blackburn have had a couple of opportunities as well. You know, they look quite bright on the counter attack, and they're trying to cut Norwich off in the middle of the pitch, which is the best thing to do, really.
Yeah, again, apologies for the delay. It's working against us today. We've had a lot of bad luck. But we've got Blackburn with the high press and forces Krul to go out a little bit long.
Cut in again.
Tony Mowbray definitely be the Jake. I thought that might happen,
which has sent our cameras into overdrive. So I'm just gonna. Hello, I'm in Jacob's thing now.
I'll talk over you. Do your thing, mate. Ball into box from Blackburn here. Max Aarons rushes after it. Has found the Blackburn player on the left-hand side. Ball on the left-hand side now. Blackburn work it inside. Big switch ball to the right, edge of the box. Rankin Costello trying to get a cross in, marshalled by Sorensen and Campbell. Ball's gone in. Headed away by... shot from Blackburn. Straight into Krul's hands. It's okay, nice and calm. Krul just waiting for his defence to get out. Headed away by Emmy there. Good defensive header.
There we go. Well, So how's your delay to me, for example?
It's Jacob.
Or is it just Jacob? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Kenny breaking forward now.
Yeah.
Emmy with the ball finds Max on the left, on the right even, of course.
Pookie's lurking in the area.
Played Buendia. Should have gone down for the pen. Handball. Ref, have you seen that? It should have been a handball.
Yeah, that was a handball. It was probably accidental. With the change of the laws, I think that's going to be probably fine. And Blackburn take it away very nicely. Yeah, it's been a bit all over the place. I think it's been a bit of pinball football currently.
Yeah, both teams have had
really good
chances. It's nice for a team to come and actually go at us, though. It's better than them just sat there, I think.
It's just more fun, isn't it? Generally, it's just more fun. So we've got Norwich in their own half. They're sort of passing around each other, Gibson and Hanley. But they are being nicely pressed by the Blackburn defence. They have 3 men really, really high up, almost at all times. So they are starting to identify that high press is the best way to get at Norwich. But Norwich will ping a long ball over, but it goes straight back to the goalkeeper who collects it.
The Blackburn defence seem to be very aware of those balls to Pookie, don't they?
Yeah.
As any championship defence should be, really. But we've seen some.
But a mistake in here, and Dowell collects the ball. It's 4-on-3 at the moment. Dowell enters the penalty area. Nice step over.
Keeper's saved it.
But fantastic. Oh, that's really impressive. So Buendia has an awesome shot. It just trickles in, and it pings up off one of the defenders, and the goalkeeper is so alert to push that onto the post. Really, really nice. But good move from Norwich, and Dowell did really well to get that move all the way into the penalty box.
Did. The Blackburn defence, they seem to be really aware of those balls over the top.
Yep.
Every championship defence should be, really, with Pookie up there, but we have seen a fair amount of them make a right pig's ear of it.
Corner goes in, is headed away, but it's headed right in behind, and Dowell tries something, and it really did not work. And the goalkeeper hits it up, but it looks like Norwich defence is going to deal with it the best that they can. Oh, it looks like we've had Jacob come back, and it has again ruined my cameras.
Fucking nightmare, isn't it?
There we go.
Norwich pressing Blackburn here, trying to force them backwards, and the ball's back with the keeper now. Wendy chasing Kaminsky down. It's going to be good header from Gibson.
Yeah, the match is sort of hitting that stage where it is getting sort of somewhat difficult to pinpoint sort of who's on top, because it's all over the place. It's a bit of a struggle all around. No one's really achieving a whole lot, either further up the pitch or defensively. It seems to be quite sort of shaky and a bit all over the place. But what I'm noticing at the moment is Norwich are starting to push their own high line.
The approaches are actually quite similar.
Yeah,
really,
very similar. So, which is why I think the pinball is going all over the place, because these are two teams that are playing pretty much the same game.
Each other out.
2-0 today, says Stu. Hope you're all good. Yeah, we're all right. Apart from Jacob's internet, which is not all right. And Paolo Captu says twice, where watch a match? Where out I follow. I follow £10 to get a match pass for Norwich. And that's how we're watching it. And Jacob's gone, and guess what? Cameras are fucked again.
Tyree Stolen on the attack here down the left-hand side. Grant Hanley just shields it out for a goal kick. Great stuff.
Yeah, it's just pinball at the moment, isn't it? It's all over the place.
Up and down, yeah.
But Buendia's look sharp. I think Dowell's look sharp. It's just about getting that first opportunity, because you do really think that if Norwich can get this first goal, they're going to really add the pressure on to...
Oh, there we go.
And now I've become Jacob.
Hear me all right?
I can.
Yes, mate. Blackburn with the ball in the Norwich half now. Out wide on the left, just forcing it inside. Switch ball to the right.
ball, Rankin Costello or Gibson.
Yeah,
brilliant.
both him and
he's
Hanley
so well at that, Joe, don't you think? And I think this is no slight on him. Godfrey never really picked that up, did he? Probably the problem of not being a centre-back for that long, ironically. But just that last ditch and just that initial movement kind of summing up the danger before it comes, you know?
To be honest, I mean, his versatility, his passing range, his speed alone is enough to make him an expensive defender, right? But I was sort of surprised that he got a Premier League move because you are right. He hasn't played centre-back for long. And he is prone to looking like you can tell that within his game. Certainly when he was at Norwich, I was just a bit surprised that a big Premier League took him.
But then he's played really well for Everton.
And pace, I think.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's been brilliant. He shows a lot of courage, doesn't he? You know, he always puts 100% in, which puts you very far in fan estimation straight away, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah. But then he's really impressed Carlo Ancelotti, and that is, you know, in your playing career,
big name as well, isn't it?
Yeah, if you've impressed Carlo Ancelotti, then clearly you're doing something right. So.
I mean, I'd say
quite happy to keep the ball on the halfway line.
It's not been an easy game for Norwich at all. I know 0-0. Sometimes Norwich have just been battering teams, but Rankin Costello on that right hand side is getting forward quite regularly, isn't he?
He is.
They're putting a lot of balls into the box. There's been a couple of almost moments for Norwich where it's just been that final ball, a little deflection.
But equally, Blackburn have been up there. They've been playing a really nice press as well. So, you know, at the moment, I think it could go either way, to be honest. Paolo says, how much does it cost to see the game on iFollow? £10. Ridiculous, isn't it? But that's the reality that we deal with.
To the CanaryCast.
But, yeah, watching CanaryCast, it's free. And if you are enjoying
it... Good challenge, Jeremy Buendia. Really good tackle.
Yeah,
covering again. Barry Douglas getting forward. That's the side of Buendia you love to see. Coming back, covering brilliantly. Great challenge. Blackburn in the last 5 minutes, though. Really penning Norwich in here, trying to get that breakthrough. Do
you think it's anything to do with a lack of, or not a lack of, but a lack of natural width on that left-hand side now about Giannoulis? You know, Sorensen will not go as forward as much or as regularly, or readily even. And he is, of course, right-footed. Do you think that makes a difference?
Dow's coming forward now. A bit of space to move into. Finds Cantwell on the left-hand side. The problem with Buendia, Dow and Cantwell as well, isn't it? It's all very narrow, very eye for a needle based. And Norwich
here we go, look inside, whereas Giannoulis goes to the corner flag there.
Too many touches at the minute as well from Norwich, where we were very good against Forest with the movement and quick passing. It's just one too many. Picking up some nice spaces over, poor pass. Pretty much been his game so far, Kieran Dow. Moved into a couple of nice spaces, but heavy touching and poor passing, which Tyrese Dolan doesn't get foul, apparently. Looked like foul, but anyway, carry on, Skip.
Hacked him down. Paolo Captu says, thank you, I'm Italian and love Norwich as a team. Well, we love you.
Nice. Are there many Italian Canaries, Paolo? And also, actually, on that note, last stream we done, it was like 30-something% of the audience was Finnish. So any Finns in here today, welcome. Good to see you. Hope you're all good.
They're all at the sauna at the moment, let's be honest. You know, here's my shit fact for today. There are more saunas in Finland than people. There you go.
More what?
Saunas. They call them saunas.
Saunas.
That's
a shit fact, isn't it? But it's a good fact.
Saunas and people. What?
They could fit every single person all in a sauna at one time.
That is actually a very good... Yeah, when you think about the initial sadness of that fact.
I learned that on travel, man.
2 minutes till half time to go here. Blackburn on the attack, out wide with Rankin Costello and Buckley.
Fouled him there.
Sorensen was giving that away.
Yeah,
I did look a bit harsh.
Sorensen. But the official, the assistant referee is not giving anything there, and he's right next to it, and the ref's giving it, and he's about 25 yards away. Oh, that's harsh.
Yeah, it's 6 of one, half dozen of the other. They're both pulling at each other.
Yeah, Everton's got hold of Sorensen's share, vice versa. This is a really good opportunity here. Barry Douglas, obviously former Wolves, is very good
Good
at set
set
pieces.
piece. Yeah.
Tim Crawley.
I wonder if he fancies near post. Yeah, I wonder if he fancies that. I would, if I was left-footed.
I'll be whipping that in low and very quick because this could be a real issue for Norwich here.
Here we go.
Emmy, get across that front post. Emmy, get in front of the front post.
He knows a thing or two about the first man. Plays it nice and low all the way across. Hits it. Good block.
Why have they done that? Thanks, but why?
Tim Krul shakily collected.
That is the most bizarre thing I've ever seen. Why would you play that short?
Yeah, I don't know. You're trying to get a ball in behind the defence or at least trouble Krul, and you pass it to the furthest back player. You've got the whole Norwich team in front of you.
And Paolo's a big fan of Todd Cantwell.
Position on the right side of the pitch was perfect.
Everyone's a big fan of Todd Cantwell.
Flash in, wasn't it? Flash in, make the keeper.
Everyone
I actually think there might even be an argument for he's loved more outside of Norwich.
Yeah, true.
3 added minutes. He's one of those you enjoy watching, I think, as an opposition fan.
Yeah, he's tidy and it looks like he's gliding half the time. It's nice to watch. Right, Daniel, get a rocket into this half time. We need a bit more.
Blackburn are really attacking us. Oh, that's close. Wow. Really strong press here from Blackburn. They are getting those opportunities. I think Buckley, was it, who got away with that? Or was it Evans?
Evans on the edge of the box. Wins back from McLean. It's not a foul. Yeah, Evans it's not a foul at all. And McLean gets away with one there.
Yeah. I don't know why he's taking that second touch towards goal. Just get it,
Very, very lucky Norwich City there. That was a real opportunity. Blackburn have really come into this game. I'm surprised by how bright they've been.
I think Mowbray will be that. Well, he will be the happier manager.
I doubt. I think Norwich have been poor. So far, without a doubt, not really looked anywhere near like they did against Forest.
They've missed some of the attacking output since Giannoulis has come on. That's for certain.
I think so, Harvey. There's a bit less width, isn't there?
Oh, and a terrible pass. Plays it into Blackburn, who roulettes around Ollie Skipp, but it's a poor pass. Lets Cantwell do it, but then he just...
Fucking hell, Todd. That was actually no pressure on you. You slid in, you didn't need to, and then you couldn't even get the pass to feet.
It's fair to say, Paolo, that Cantwell is not all of our favourite players, but he just makes some funny decisions, Todd Cantwell.
Ben Gibson there as well.
Yeah, poor from Ben Gibson, who's normally a smart passer of the ball. Cantwell collects just on the edge of the centre circle. Pings a really good ball, but it's very well cut out again.
Working so far for Norwich.
Everything Norwich have in their repertoire is being cut out so well by Blackburn.
Mm-hmm.
Just wonder what's going to break the deadlock.
Blackburn set piece.
Yeah,
at this rate.
Well, not if they.
They're magic in a minute, isn't it? That's what Norwich have done quite a lot this season.
Go on, Emmy.
Bendia is fouled on the edge of the area. Edge of the semicircle. Norwich's weak link in the team at the moment.
Well, the number 10 as a position, definitely number 10. As a player, that's a really good question.
Another ball cut out during a Norwich attack.
We'll talk about it in a minute.
Blackburn move forward is 4-on-5. Yeah, this has not been a good half.
Half time.
And half time.
Frustrating for Norwich. Very frustrating. Norwich's weak link. I'd say probably squad depth in terms of if you talk about Premier League and ready. Just
I think
competition.
I'm gonna go out there, and it is that squad depth up front. To be perfectly honest, if I was to put any position down, is striking options beyond Timo Pukki.
I don't know who to say on an individual level to answer that question. Positionally, like I said, it's definitely number 10. But then you can put Vrancic in and have a good game at 10, but it is like an 8.5.
Yeah, for sure.
I think as an individual, you can't really have a go at anyone in this season, really, can you? Because you're top. You're top of the league. Yeah. And you're going for 100 points, which completely out of the. It will be, but no, it's been a frustrating first half. Blackburn have more than played their part in that. I think, to be fair, they've played well.
I think they were the better team, just about, for my money. Oh, Harvey, are we able to get that thing up, or is that going to
literally doing it now? So, everyone that's watching, would you like to explain what our fun little game is?
Yeah. So, me and Jake were so sad that we used to send players' histories to each other. You know, on Wiki where they have the club and appearances, goals. You'll know it when you see it. So they're all players that have played for Norwich at some point. They're not it's not Wes Houlihan, it's not Grant Holt. It's too easy. They're obscure Norwich players, and you just have to guess who it is based on their career history, which Harvey will have up on screen shortly.
Yeah.
Jacob doesn't know this. I'm pretty sure he'll get it instantly. But if you do, Jacob, don't say. Let someone in the chat.
Don't spoil it. Do we have a fun prize for whoever wins? No. But we can come up with one.
That is about it at the minute, unfortunately, lads.
Okay, so here is the player in question. Let's hope I've got the right one. Yes, I have. So, interesting club history. Played for Norwich on loan, 2 appearances, which is obscure. Let's give it that.
And this next season as well, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. And yeah, signed very quickly for got 32 appearances and got a goal. So was that the Premier League season 2010 to 2011?
No. Once it's up on the...
It is on the screen.
I can look at it on here.
So what are we thinking?
I think it was only 2 seasons at Norwich. The first one was a loan. I'm not going to say what league we were in because it'll give it away. And then he played the next season, and then we never really saw anything of him again. And he was sort of a fan favourite, but in the same way that Lucas Rupp is. Like,
so a sarcastic one.
Yeah,
I do know.
I think it was only 2 seasons at Norwich.
It's a very tricky one. If anyone gets that, fair play.
I thought we were going to do an easy one to start people off with.
That is an easy one. I'm not joking. Like, Jacob's already got it.
Does anyone in the chat know who this is?
Yeah, but easy in terms of not sad. Like,
he did have a great song.
He had
a great song, and that might give it away. Absolutely went down off a cliff when he left Norwich, by the way.
Yeah, finishing his career at Woking is, no offence to Woking, disappointing. If you have just joined us, we are working out who the ex-Norwich player is based on their club history. If you have a guess, pop it in the chat.
Very quick.
And Joe's gone. So the answer is gone.
No, it's fine. No one is getting that. I'm just saying.
That is a struggle. That is a hard one to start with.
We'll use this as a... Joe is asking us next week. We will do, or a couple of weeks. This is the last one until the international break, which will be a nice 2 weeks off for everyone involved. I think, apart from the interesting one will be when we play Preston when we come back on the Friday night. Is actually that Irish don't have any hardly any players back from international duty. So for like 48 hours they'll be back, but they won't really. They might have to go straight up to Preston. Because we've not been allowed to move the game, which Norwich have requested. But it's a tricky one.
Stu asks, is it Matt Jarvis?
It's not, but he is a winger. Yeah, close. Go back in time, Stu. If you get it, fair play, man.
I think it's a little bit too late to be Matt Jarvis, I think. Too early, rather.
Yeah, just a tiny bit too early. But yeah, he played really well in the promotion campaign, I thought, anyway. But
Another hint. Well, chat is really struggling with this one. Should we give it away? Should we say it was a failed attempt?
Disappointing first half of Norwich, isn't it?
It hasn't been great.
Man, have you got the answer?
No, I'm. No, it's not been great from Norwich. If you are just joining us, we have just played our. And if you haven't guessed it yet, we do still have Here it is. Can you guess the player based on his history? But Norwich have been playing really badly in their first half. So it's been a bit disappointing, but no offence to Blackburn. You would have thought Norwich had won this, but they've played really well. Really impressive. They've played with a really nice press, and they've just been the best side. Norwich have had a sort of handful of opportunities to go ahead, but
Blackburn have been good, haven't they?
Yeah, they've been very good. They've been very good indeed. Any guesses for the player? I think this will be the final roll call before we give it away.
I've been impressed so far, without a shadow of a doubt.
No, they've been really good.
Has Joe disappeared forever? Has he gone?
Joe's gone.
The internet.
Yeah,
brilliant.
Everyone's sort of... We've been plagued by technical difficulties this stream, which is why everything's a little bit jank at the moment, but it's all getting there. No, there he is.
Your score prediction was a 2-2. Are you slightly...
Yeah, I'm regretting that decision. It looked at the early stages that it could, that everyone was going to be having shots that all went in, and now nothing's happened. So I'll probably, if I had to revise it, it'd be 0-0. Joe, who is our... Go on.
Go on. You just let Joe,
I was going to say, Joe, who is our player? I don't think anyone in the chat got it. I'll put it back on screen just for 2 more seconds. An interesting career, sort of had the height at Norwich. But whom is our secret player?
Want me to say?
Yeah, go for it. I think Jacob got it.
Jacob, go on. Anthony McNamee.
Go on, man. You say. I don't want to be wrong. Anthony McNamee. There we go. Very tricky one from Joe. We will make sure that next week, a couple of weeks, Joe will actually make it non-difficult.
I do actually. I had another one in backup, but I don't know if it's any easier.
What do you think for the second half, Joe? What's your prediction?
1-0 either way.
Do you think we could lose this?
What did you say?
I haven't actually said yet. I was saying to Harvey that Harvey thought it was going to be 0-0. I think it will be a 1-0 close one.
No, I think the couple of times we've given it away on the edge of our box, and how well they're cutting out that ball in behind to Pukki. He hasn't really had a decent chance. Well, he hasn't had a decent chance yet. Yeah, it's not going our way. We do need to make some adjustments. I'd say. I mean, you would fancy us to beat them, but I could see 1-0 Blackburn. Yeah, 1-0 either way, lads. I'm not sure at the minute.
So it's a bit all over the place. That's the problem. I think it's been pinball. I think the teams are playing a very similar game. I would have said probably if you'd have had Armstrong on, as for Blackburn, could this have gone very very different? Stu's in the chat saying it's a 1-0 Norwich, I think. Do you reckon Pukki is capable of salvaging something from this game?
I would say Stu's got money on 1-0 Norwich Pukki to score. almost. But yes, he is the one we need the chance to fall to, isn't he? Him or Emmy. Emmy's already had a chance. It was unlucky with a deflection and a good save from... is it Kaminsky in goal for them today, Jacob?
Oh, yeah, it is Kaminsky.
Yeah, we need to get him a chance.
Hit the post as well, isn't he?
Yeah, deflected as well.
There's an absolute slew of ex-Norwich players on the bench, by the way. When I say slew, I mean 2.
Yeah, Elliot Bennett, Barry Johnson.
Yeah. I was going to say Stuart Downey. I don't know why I was
come back for us.
And interesting on the Norwich bench is Joe's favourite player, Plemislav Paheta. Do you reckon he could change this game?
Yeah, great player, yeah.
There's nothing wrong about him. It's his birthday tomorrow, so be nice to him.
Happy birthday.
Is it? Okay, I'll be nice. Great player.
How old do you think he is?
23, 4.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, 23. I didn't know if you thought he looked older with the man bun.
He's younger than me.
He looks ridiculous with the man bun, but no, he doesn't add age.
I had my hair
up man bun fan.
I'm not a man bun fan. Before I got my Izzy to cut my hair, I probably could have done a man bun, but refrained, thankfully.
I can do a man bun. I can do a man bun.
Let's see it.
I haven't got a hairband. I had it in a bun the other day because at the moment its length is enough to really screw my eyes up, and so I do have it in a bun occasionally now.
Emmy is 9-1 to score first if you fancy it.
Don't know why you would.
Well, they're good odds.
They are good odds.
Good odds indeed.
That was Stu in the chat. That's not me, by the way.
Hey, Stu.
Orange changes, Joe?
No, no, because we're not. We don't expect changes, do we? And we've already subbed Janulis. But there is probably an argument for changing it. To be fair,
because it won't be. But what do you think needs to be changed?
We need to put these. We need to find a way of getting these balls in behind. But I honestly don't know. If I was Daniel Farke, I don't know what I'd change right now because you've got the option of what Quaheta on the bench, which adds a bit more width, and being left-footed, that would make up for the lack of a left footer at left back right now. What else have we got? Rancic in the 10, but Dow's playing all right. Hernandez could come on, but then you've got to take one of. Well, you could take Dow off, I suppose. Steepman's there. I want to see Steepman back because he is our best 10 when he's on it, but
he's never ever on it.
No, not recently. By recently, I mean a year.
Might be sharp, you know?
Yeah. Well, let's hope so because he is our best 10 when he's on it.
I think even now, still, even with Dow, what you've seen with him.
Yeah, I think so. I want to see Steepman again because, like we said, we haven't seen a lot recently. But yeah, for me at the minute, yeah.
I just think his day's done. To be honest,
a lot of that is based on 18-19. To be fair,
that's a long time ago. You know, COVID has fucked him up. Let's be honest.
Consistency.
Yeah, it's just I just don't think it's going to happen. It just can't happen, to be perfectly honest.
Hey, do you think there's anything in his game he's actually lacking?
I've only just heard that, Jacob.
No, it's interesting.
Why are you going to turn around and say he's a complete player?
No, I'm just asking. I would never set you up to fail, would I?
Oh God, yes, you would. No, I thought you were. I thought you were going to turn around and say he's brilliant. He's complete player.
Complete player. Yeah.
He's not consistent enough. He's not consistent again, but with his chances. You know what I mean? Like when he's presented with chances, they either fly in the top corner or he shanks them wide. He's not good enough at that yet. We could have said that about Buendia a couple of years ago, so that could change. He is a bit weedy, like myself. Like so Steepman though, do you know what I mean? Like we're all quite gangly.
I think his movement's been good. So far. Let's not forget it's only his first kind of back-to-back starts for Norwich, so it's going to take him some time.
And let's not forget that he was pretty much the architect of the best chance of the game so far when Buendia forced the keeper to push it onto the post. So I don't think Dow's had a bad game. It's just he hasn't, created a chance that has put one in the back of the net. And just give, I think, a bit more time.
A couple of dodgy touches in it.
Yeah, and I think that's been the case pretty much all over the pitch. Cantwell's had some shocking touches. Dow has, and I think Buendia's had a dodgy few as well. So I think it's just the attitude of the team just needs to be sparked back into life, I think.
The sharpest player on this team is
back out on the pitch now. We're not underway just yet, but we will be very shortly. No changes from what I can see.
No. It's
building up that tempo a little bit quicker.
Yeah, for sure. If you are just joining us, we're about to start out the second half. If you haven't already, give us a like. We would appreciate it. And apologies for what is looking like a horrid amount of technical difficulties that we're currently encountering, but we should be good. Entering the second half, Norwich are kicking from left to right.
Towards the Barclay.
Towards the Barclay.
If only there were fans in it, wouldn't that be lovely? Soon.
Yeah, it would be really nice to have it back now, wouldn't it? It's especially with this season. I know it's different to any other it's great to see us win, but it's just not the same, is it? Hopefully, like you say, in the Premier League, we'll be back and enjoying it a hell of a lot more than what we have this year, because it's been tricky, hasn't it? Without a shadow of a doubt.
Especially when you put time into it. Like, I'm not saying we're any more or less important than anyone else. Of course we're not. But when you put so much time into it, it's difficult. It is difficult. I think at some point this season, we've all been a bit like, just wish we could go to the football. Do you know what I mean?
It feels very disconnected.
Oh, no,
I think that's what it means.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. It just looks so weird seeing so many empty seats still, doesn't it? You know, when you watch football back, I don't know, even the playoff final or anything like that, you think, wow, that was just a completely different time of life.
Yeah.
Just so bizarre.
Before the lifetime
ago.
It's been over a year. Think you've been without going to or without football for a whole year. That is incredible.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Started from Blackburn ranking, Costello whips it in.
Good defending.
Max Aaron does really well on Costello.
Really good to push that away.
Oh, he's holding that ankle again. I think he's probably
a few times, isn't he?
He's probably just got a stud on it, but it's that same ankle.
Oh, it's that follow through. Ouch! Yeah, that looked nasty. He's back up.
Oh, he stood on it. Whoa, he stood on his ankle. Rank.
Oh, Blackburn with a really good opportunity, and it's pushed out of the way, but it is going to be a corner. That was Hanley done really well to be alert to the danger there.
A couple of kids just wheeling each other around in a Tesco trolley out the front there. It's a good look. Lovely neighbourhood.
Again, you don't get this commentary on BBC Norfolk, do you? No, there's a trolley full of kids outside.
Careful.
Far too close.
That's a bit Scrappy's first little
couple
of minutes of the second half. With Norwich, Max Aaron coming down the right hand side. Come on then, Maxie. Let's see some more from you.
Max Aaron's got two players to beat, but it does look like Douglas is going to watch it go out for a goal kick.
Yeah, he's got a bit of a ginger in the first half of his hair, hasn't he? Like Aaron's.
It looks like he's got frosted tips.
Hey, have you just seen that? Yeah. You enjoying it?
So
nice, Jim, yeah.
A poor look from Aaron's.
Still can't get my head around that.
I'm very north of that, Harvey.
Aaron's.
Impressive from Norwich. Come on then.
Pin him in down. How was he not? Oh! You know when that ball came across from the keeper to the left back? Why did Dow not get that?
Poor attitude, mate. There's no other way to say it. No, it's again, it's
still there.
Classic
very
shaky.
Closing down. Sorensen done well to get fouled. Yeah, they're really in Norwich's faces, which is the best way to be. We've said it a number of times this year, haven't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is probably the best.
Norwich is without doubt the best way of going about it.
I think this has been the most successful
showing. Again, brilliant play ranking Costello. Really good block.
They are doing so well at that ball.
Stroud giving away silly little crappy fouls.
He's soft,
breaking the game well, isn't it?
Yeah. They're not allowing Norwich to play their game, are they? At all. But I think they're playing a very similar game to how Norwich are playing a game.
It's a decent game though. Like it's all right to watch.
It's the most exciting 0-0 you'll ever see. Really good ball to send Blackburn down the left-hand side. And they look like they've forced a throw-in. Are we going to see the return of the long throw-in? Come on, long throw-in.
Barry Douglas doesn't have a long throw. It's fine.
But Hanley's let him get loose. Hold on. Come on, lads. There's plenty of you there. Deal with it.
And it goes out for a goal kick. Nothing in that.
It's like a bit of a Prem game, you know, when we used to play against two poorer sides, you know? And just
the
feels
margins
like,
seem smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
Nalabala TV says this is what Burnley, Southampton and Villa will all do next season.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Welcome back, Nalabala, by the way.
Yeah.
Good to have you back, mate. Yeah, it feels like there's the mistake in this game will decide the outcome, yeah.
And we've already seen a few mistakes anyway, though, haven't we? From Blackburn, they had a couple of chances to send through. So it's not beyond the realm of doubt that there is a mistake probably on its way, to be perfectly honest.
Go on, Todd. Press. No,
Blackburn are halfway inside their own half. There's quite a few Norwich players in with them. They're adding some good pressure, but Blackburn are able to get it down the left-hand side, but Aarons does really well to push it out for a throw-in on the left-hand side. And really good sliding tackle. And you're right, he has dyed his hair.
Barry Douglas trying to have a laugh at him there.
He's fine for England duty, you know. I don't want him playing too much.
No, he doesn't get a break anyway.
Well, to be fair, those two are the key, aren't they, in terms of how many games they've played every game this year.
Yeah.
Ferdy Heidiat says 80% will show their best performance and score against Blackburn. I like your faith, Ferdy.
That'd be nice. Ferdy.
I think for the last 9 games, we've been so much better than everyone else. It's almost a bit of a back to reality, isn't it? You know, kind of forget when.
Feels like there's something majorly wrong.
Norwich have just been slightly below par so far.
Yeah.
We have had good opportunities. Campbell hitting the post, Buendia hitting the bar. I think even with Norwich not being the best, they're 2 very good chances, which on another day go in. But we've said it, and if you've only just joined us, 2 balls on the pitch. Janelius had to go off with an injury, which I'm not too sure what it was. He's limping off. Sorensen's come on at left back, and it does feel like that. It does feel like
there's a midfield
just not as wide as we have been in the last few games. Because Janelius loves going forward, and we know Sorensen's a CDM playing left back, which is not on the wrong side as well.
This is typical. You remember that conversation we had on Wednesday night where I was like, "Oh, it's only Forest. Like, we need to think about next year." And I know we're not there yet. And you were like, "I'll just enjoy it for what it is." Like,
Pukki's away. He's away on the left-hand side. He's only got one defender, and he's sent it wide. Is that a save? I don't know if there was a slight touch there, so it could be a Norwich corner.
Almost reminiscent of Bristol City away. Timu Pukki's free in on goal. He's been taken left. He's on his left foot. I think he has just got a save on it. Foot on it convinced me.
Very slight if so.
It's a good save.
Yeah, he's got his foot to it. Yeah. First time we have really got in behind him.
Corner comes in, headed away, out and back from where it came, and it'll be a throw in about halfway through.
Really good.
Yeah.
Ben Gibson, by the way.
Great
pass. The Borough Beckenbauer.
But that, that's the first time Pukki's been in this game. He's squandered it, and he's, on this Blackburn performance, he's not going to get too many more of them. Maybe another one.
Verlene Nobre says, "Come on, Norwich," and we're all a bit like that as well.
Tell you what, I'm going. Yeah,
play him.
Oh, this is football.
Go! 1-0, and about time.
Great football. Great football,
man! What a finish!
Go on, Jacob. You go for it. Do your Chris Gorham.
10 wins in a row, baby.
Talk us through the goal, because that was really nice. That was very nice.
1-2 with Down. Oh, it's football. And McLean, right hand side of the ball, puts it in with his right foot. What a finish! I'm just going to do some recording, Harvey.
Yeah. 2-6.
Penny's finished across the keeper, but he's applied a bit of curl to the ball with the inside of his foot. So it's just nestled right next to the post.
Can I get this to work? Ready? Ooh.
Grant Hanley and Kenny McLean. Such a shame they play for Scotland, man.
Well, they'd have been right up in the England squad otherwise.
Yeah, true. Good point.
Ferdy Hudia says, "Come on, Norwich, I will stay awake to watch you win because Indonesia is now almost midnight and I'm here for Norwich." Indonesia, very nice. And Alabala TV says, "Get in the mare."
That is the commitment we like, Ferdy. You're up at midnight watching the Nodge in Indonesia. Makes absolutely no sense, but we're here for it. Love it.
How is Indonesia right now?
Indonesia's worse
than here.
goals like that is beautiful. To strike. I'm
Ball
free.
over
I'm ready to return.
Blackburn get a
good tackle,
good chance,
Gibson.
but very
Great
good
tackle.
And
Great
Nalabala
recovery.
says, Nalabala TV says, "Oh, it's football." CanaryCast merch right there.
That was the absolute stuff on that goal. To be fair,
Ball in from Blackburn, and it's close, but Pookie tries to get it away, but Blackburn will come back with another attack. Let's go Norwich, says Ferdy, with loads of fire emojis, which is exactly what we want to see. Blackburn have a shot, and it's miles wide.
Well, not troubling Tim Krul with that.
Buckley, what was that? It looked more like a pass than it was a shot.
Be interested to see. Well, I suppose Blackburn will continue to do what they've been doing. It's done them pretty well, but it'd be interesting to see Norwich's approach now. I wonder if we'll be a bit more cautious, like we saw second half against Brentford or even Forest on Wednesday. Yeah,
It will be.
Blackburn and Mowbray's got his Air Max on.
Goals, isn't it?
Blackburn are now having a lot of play in the Norwich final third. They are trying to get straight back into this. And they're forced to throw in, advanced on the right-hand side.
It is great, right? And I mean it. It's great that we can see out a lead now. Because we've said it a lot already, but that's not something you just said that. Sorry?
Why have you said that?
No, yeah. Well, I've forgotten what I'm going to say now.
Oh, Norwich do really well to take this away, and they play it out to Aarons on the right-hand side. There's 4 Norwich players heading into the area, and Dow picks it up on the right-hand side, entering the box. He gets it stuck a bit under his feet, but he does really well to keep it on. But Blackburn have taken it away nicely. But Oliver Skipp is going to collect it halfway in the Blackburn half, but sends it all the way back out to defence. Nice move there. It was just a shame that Dow got that stuck under his feet, do you think?
Yeah, he does get it stuck under his feet a bit, doesn't he?
It's not the first time it's happened so far, this game. But let's see if this game can...
for the goal, he didn't.
Go.
Different. Oh, yeah, shit.
He keeps smooth things when Norwich score. Hilarious.
What a ball, Aaron.
Yeah, Aarons plays a really nice ball from the right-hand side into Buendia, but he just can't get enough on it.
So close.
I've remembered what I was going to say. Yeah, it's lovely that we can see out a lead now. Great. Really impressive because we haven't been able to do that for years. But I just wonder if it invites too much pressure on, and we might see teams start to equalise and stuff. Maybe it bites us in the arse, but we'll see what happens. We've been good at it so far.
You can't.
No, I'm pulling splinters out my arse, mate. I'm just on the fence, asking the right questions. You know.
You just trying to trigger me.
That Joe.
No, I'm genuinely not. As much as I enjoy doing that, I'm not trying to do that. I'm just asking the questions. Trying to be impartial, Jacob. I'm obviously not, but
you do enjoy doing it. No, but let's try. No, let's not be impartial. Fuck that. You know, we're Norwich fans. Like, we have been bloody good this season defensively.
Speak for yourself.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Been good.
Yeah.
This season.
I'm not taking that away. I'm just thinking if we.
You can hear the
sit back a bit more. You're inviting pressure on. Do you know what I mean? Especially next year. I don't know. We have to do it at some point. I get it. You have to manage the game, but I don't know. I'm just asking the question.
Watford are 2-0 up at Birmingham, by the way.
We've got the best defence in the league. We've got the best defence in the league, Joe.
Yeah, actually, I won't argue with
that. The stats don't lie.
No,
we've got the best defence in the league.
For a reason to have, I will have it, but not that one.
Ferdy says, make it 2 Norwich. My soul has charged 99% for a big W on the Norwich.
Guys,
I love that energy. I love this energy.
Yeah. Bringing the big dick energy.
This lad has huge dick energy.
Red. Yeah, cheers.
Evans fouls. Is that Aaron's? I can't even tell. Fouls him about halfway inside the Blackburn half, so it'll be a free kick.
Buendia down, holding his ankle, but I think it's just theatrics, to be honest. Yeah. Well, no, he did get a little catch there.
He's been assaulted, ref.
Kill him.
Hard. Don't touch that beautiful man.
Do you know who you are?
Who does Evans even think he is at going anywhere near Buendia?
I fucking dare you.
Even on the same pitch as Eric Buendia is blasphemy from him. But to touch him, to go anywhere near him and touch him,
not on.
Leave him alone.
Half an hour to go here. Just about to tick over the hour mark.
Second half
goes down, but no foul.
Yeah.
Blackburn tried to get a move going, but it's really well cut out by Kenny McLean. And Oliver Skipp takes it into the Blackburn half.
Emmy! Oh, la 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 la! So close through to Timu.
I do.
Infamous for other
What
teams.
nationality do you go when there's a Norwich chance? It's just just suddenly go Italian.
Like a mariachi band or something.
A lovely ball, Kieran Dow. Sorensen, come on then. You're going to cut in, aren't you, Jakob? What should he? Good man.
Give us a win.
He's so safety first, isn't he? He's so much different to Giannoulis.
Yeah,
it's like night and day, really, isn't it?
Yeah.
Giannoulis is definitely I'll worry about the consequences later sort of player, isn't
yeah. Whereas like James Sorensen's like, let's just put the hand.
Like the Americans.
Is Chris Hughes. He's like, put the handbrake on. And Dimi Giannoulis is just pure fark ball, let's attack. Let's just go.
Reading have just equalised.
Oh, Ollie Skipp. Go on then. Run. Just run. Just keep running, man. You're incredible.
Go on, Tippy. Go on. Dal, get on your bike. Why do you want it to feet? You're the last man. Oh.
Oh, lovely ball in from Max Aarons. Whips it in. Wendy is actually free inside basically by the penalty spot. Free, central goal. It's just above him. Aarons puts Douglas on his backside. Easy. Wonderful ball in.
Sit down,
it's just over him, I think.
Prick!
Wrong. Chance.
Oh, you just all you needed there is a scorpion kick Buendia there, just to really end this game.
Oh, God, what about Cat one in the box? Ooh, blocked. Let him get blocked.
Go let the box! Oh, it's blocked. Yeah. I love this energy you've brought today, Jacob.
Aronson finds Buendia.
Tell you who we haven't seen today, Craig. Where the fuck are you, Craig? We know you're not at the game.
I've got an idea of where he is. It's all right. It's fine. He's good. You know.
I don't know what he'll be doing.
Ferdy says, "Give us more and more win streak." Says Ferdy.
Completely agree.
Nalavala TV says, "Blackburn like a tasty ham now, peppered."
Excellent.
Love that.
I like that a lot. Big fan. Harvey does love a food reference.
What? I love a food reference.
It's clever, isn't it? It's
I like that.
You know? That's what I mean.
Am I being harsh saying that Dowell is quite slow and cumbersome?
I just don't think pace is his thing. He's a bit more technical, isn't he?
He's been good today, Joe. On the half turn, he's been good.
Yeah, no, I've literally just said he's slow and cumbersome. Do you think that's harsh or not?
They're very negative adjectives, no?
Okay, let's just go slow then. He is slow.
Low and slow.
But
that's not a
bad
bad
thing.
thing.
Number 10 who's been quick, mate.
No, fair. Just observations.
Did you class James Maddison as quick? Like that number 10, I don't think we've ever really had a quick number 10. I think his thought process is quite quick. Now coming on for Blackburn. Sure, if bloody he scores, the whole of Liverpool fan base will be like he's the next bloody Steven Gerrard. But
hopefully they'll come in here.
Harvey Elliott confirmed on the pitch.
That goal from McLean was wonderful again, by the way. Just watch
perfectly in the corner.
Beautiful goal. Gary Douglas, good opportunity this. Again, like we were saying earlier, if he actually whips it in instead of plays it to the edge, good chance.
Gallagher's on now. Pookie marking Gallagher. What? Why?
Gibson doing well there. Really well played, Gibson, against Harwood Bellis. Good header away.
I get zonal. I get Pookie marks the edge of the area on zonal, right? There's no point in him being near the goalkeeper. But why is he tracking the run of Gallagher?
Yeah.
You know, like that
the ball's crap, mate. We don't need to worry about that.
Does that make sense? Probably not.
And Nalavala TV says Dowell is a bit like Teddy Sheringham, 2 yards in his head faster. But that's incredibly generous. But
I completely agree.
And Ferdy says, don't make this match the same as the Brentford team that happened a couple of hours ago.
Yes, good point.
True. No, I think Brentford will pour. I think they're just slowly growing into this game now. But I do know what you mean. You don't want to be dropping points when Watford are winning again. I think they're just going to keep winning now.
So remind me, if Norwich win,
brilliant challenge, Ollie Skipp. Oh, Todd, don't pussy out that man.
Do you remind me if Norwich win this is a record, isn't it?
Pussy. Yeah.
Sorry, I was just asking a question.
No, Todd for a change.
Where is the foul there? It's shoulder to shoulder, no? Who comes in? Hanley against bloody 6'10" guy. How the fuck is that a foul? How is that a foul, Rev? Where is the foul there?
He's blowing up for everything, isn't he?
Loves it.
It's really restricting the speed of this game, really, isn't it? It's just every 2 minutes. Every 30 seconds, there's just something to keep.
Just minimal touches as well, isn't it? Minimal touches. Sheepman coming on, I think.
God. Lovely. Let's see what he's got in his locker these days.
It'll be very interesting. Yeah. Looking forward to seeing what he's got. We'll know. The thing with Sheepman is he's either very good or very crap. There's not many in between. Douglas whips the ball in. Oh, header! Oh, is it in? Oh, it's wide. Ooh.
Oh, that was close.
Hell.
Ooh, that was.
If you are not watching, that was close. That was very close.
Oh, he's offside anyway. Good ball in from Barry Douglas. Back to the back stick. Hanley can't win it. Oh, ranking Cello. It's the side netting. Good opportunity that for Blackburn.
Dow's man. Or Dow's zone.
Yeah, Hanley just misses it, doesn't he? Dow off. Yeah. Good 60 minutes from Kieran Dow. Sets up Kenny McLean really well.
Mm-hmm.
Is that another assist from him?
But I think he'll be happy.
Yeah.
That's three. That's like. Is that 3 assists in 2 games now?
No, that was Rupp.
Assist, which is decent for him. I'm happy.
But that does mean 3 assists from our cams in the last 2 games, which is nice.
Steedman's got competition. Will be hungry to play, won't he?
Yeah, now the third one.
About time.
Yeah, let's hope so. Go on, Marco. Let's see that crab celebration.
Dun, 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 dun. Blackburn with a good opportunity here, but that's
second, really, wouldn't you?
Another bloody foul.
Yeah, definitely like a second. Yeah,
maybe a third or fourth.
Push it off.
It does feel like we're only a set piece away from a 1-1, doesn't it?
Yeah, Blackburn are still well in this.
Or I think we've swapped roles of negativity, Joe.
I think we have. Someone's got to provide it. Wouldn't be CanaryCast otherwise. We can't agree on everything, Jacob. For God's sake, mate.
Blackburn with a good opportunity, and they've won a throw and really advanced on the left-hand side.
Aaron's just limping a little bit after hitting that ankle again. Dolan ball in, easy enough for the mayor to clear. Steedman wins well. Ooh, poor.
Do you think Kenny could do Skipp's role?
No, he needs someone alongside him. No, I think he needs someone alongside him just to be able to help him out in that role. For me, he'd Ollie Skipp back. For me, I think you'd have to try and do everything you can to get him back. How easy that is, but wait and see.
I agree. I would do everything in my power to get him back, but I'm not sure our position as a club is. I mean, it's stronger than anyone else, right? Like anyone else that's going to come in for it.
Elliot Bennett, former Norwich man's coming on alongside Stuart Downing. Oh, they're
Downing's still
past, aren't they? Bloody hell. He's about 47, isn't he? He's old as Tony Mowbray.
He's still playing fair play.
Championship level, yeah. Well there.
Rather.
Do you remember that season where he put in 100 crosses for Liverpool and didn't get an assist?
That's hardly his fault, though, is it?
I don't know. Watch it back.
Well, yeah, to be fair, some of those crosses were shit. But not one. Surely one was good.
No, serious.
He's one of those players that is definitely going to be like a pub answer, isn't it? In 10 years' time, it's like, and who got 100 crosses with no assists?
Nalabala TV agreeing with Jacob. Kenny best as a box to box.
Not as disciplined as Skipp. They complement each other really well.
He's just it's just not his position, is it? He's done, that's the thing. He's done really well to be able to partner himself alongside someone who is lovely play, Todd Cantwell. Trying to find Pookie early, Leonard Hatton's just going to beat him to it. One touch on the back and he's over. Silly foul from Pookie. It's funny, isn't it, how you see these 6'4", and Hanley does it. These 6'4" centre backs. A little touch on the back, and they just actually go flying.
Yeah. It's funny to see them both laughing about it as they go away, as they know.
It's literally a hand. It is a push, but it's like
I think once we're allowed to, we should go for a kickabout and practice then.
What just every single time.
I think Grant. I haven't seen a defender do it better than Grant Hanley yet. Lenihan was close there.
Yeah,
Skipp is silly, isn't he? He's just done a little turn.
Reads the game so well.
He's actually a step ahead at this level, isn't he?
Yeah, he probably finds it quite easy.
Far too good.
Come on then, Marco. Do something. Hit Marco.
I wonder how much of it.
Have a go, Marco. Bloody hell.
I wonder if Steefman's been told, come on, you need to show something here.
On the right-hand side, Norwich pressing still. Playing out a little bit. Max has to go back. Well, nice, good movement from Norwich. Aaron's still on the right-hand side. Come on then, drive, Maxi. Tries to that ball through. Is never going to work with 10 midfielders there. And Blackburn try and break.
100% outfield players midfield.
Todd, cover for Max. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Blackburn do still have it on the left-hand side and they're driving towards the box, but a really good tackle and Cantwell takes it away.
That's what he's done so well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's so much more discipline. Like you say, Joe, he normally covers Giannoulis when he goes forward, but there he's just, he's aware. His defensive awareness has improved remarkably. I don't know how much work they've done with him and Skipp, as a pivot, but he's been good all season, hasn't he? Wherever he's played.
The evidence would suggest they've done an awful lot of work on it because we've just been so good at it. But he is our, we spoke about a potential most improved player.
Mm.
I think I might have to give it to him, and not because he was shit last season and really good this season, because he was good last season. But it was just he keeps going. He's still improving.
I think when you bought him, you didn't know what you were getting.
Mm.
You didn't know if he was a 10, didn't know if he was an 8. Like, he played 10 for Aberdeen, and he's always been that kind of player where, for that promotion season, he was, okay. He had a couple of really good games like Bristol City, and last year he played well. He played a lot of games, didn't he? This year.
Freddie Greenacre says 10 wins would be incredible. Agreed. I do think that would be some sort of record. Ferdy says, damn it, my mum caught me being awake and now I'm watching with my blanket covered my body with really small audio. Like, I love that. I love that commitment to this win. Nalabala TV says, I wonder what Sorensen will be like in the centre. I think he has the ability to be almost like Kenny McLean adjacent, to be perfectly honest.
We saw about 5 minutes of that in the week, didn't we?
Yeah.
On another occasion, fairly recently, we've seen 5-10 minutes of that. Not enough to judge, but he made a nice tackle on Wednesday night.
Don't know about the pace.
But that was all he had a chance to do, really.
And my dad says he'd be like a bending ruler, and Nalabala TV agrees.
CanaryCast.
We are.
Again, well, Kenny McLean. We look so much better structurally, don't we? With a 1-0 lead. Yeah. You talk about maybe 1-1s. That's just, I think, your supporter fan thought process being a bit on edge. But no, Harvey.
It looks like the pair of you just cut out. So I was on my own there for 2 minutes.
Stoke beating Derby for you, Joe. That bet's coming in.
Lovely. I might have a little look at that, actually.
Blackburn with a really good opportunity here. But really well cut out by Oliver Skipp to push the danger out to the left-hand side with Buendia.
Beating Bristol City 2-0.
Cantwell receives it.
Norwich stand 10 points clear of Watford in second. Ball in, 16 points clear of Swansea in third.
Jesus.
Go on,
with the caveats. 2 games had.
With caveats.
Barnsley are losing to 2-0, lads.
Barnsley, wow. Sheffield Wednesday. Jeez.
Yeah. I don't know if Seamus is in the chat today. He's probably not. He's probably watching the Wednesday game. But
5 points for 38 games. That is remarkable, isn't it? Goal difference of 30. And again, Hanley, what a challenge that is. What a tackle.
You know, a tackle's good when it pushes it back to the halfway line.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wonderful challenge. Like I say, this is what's going to be interesting next year about the Prem and everything. Our structure just looks so much. Elliot Bennett ball in by Todd. Handball by Todd, really? Is that?
Yeah, it looked like up here.
I'm not a fan of the arms up, to be fair. I'd probably rather have the corner there. It's a little bit too close to whip in, but he's lucky, Todd, that he's not in the box. Yeah, that's poor from Todd. That doesn't need his arm up that high. And it's literally.
Stick your head down.
Eat your head. It's only an air. Part full of air with just a bit of, leather. Won't hurt you that much, is it?
No.
Opportunity though, Blackburn. A couple of yards outside the box. Harvey Elliott's going to whip in.
Liverpool hero.
Not a position you really want as an Norwich fan to be giving away a silly free kick, especially when Blackburn, as we were saying earlier, have probably had their best chances, really.
Yeah.
Rhodes has scored twice, apparently, according to Nalabala.
Gordon Rhodes, what a man.
What a man.
It whips in back stick. It's a goal. 1-1. Poor from Norwich. And it's all from a silly, shitty handball. Gallagher at the back stick. 1-1. So
who's marking Gallagher? Who's marking Gallagher?
So disappointing. Norwich.
Probably Pookie. Zonal strikes again.
I mean, Hanley was in the vicinity, but it's Sorensen.
So poor.
Why is
so poor? Tim Paul's in no man's land, trying to come out and get it, doesn't need to. And it's back stick, easy knocking for Gallagher. Like you say, Joe, Sorensen trying to mark him is no aerial contact.
It makes no sense, does it?
All from Todd putting a thumb up. Needlessly, really. 1-1.
Disappointing.
Yeah.
Very
okay, let's go. 30 minutes of normal time.
Coming through, driving through. Elliot Bennett, tackle on him. Todd on the left-hand side, cutting in, bundled over. It's a free kick and a good opportunity now for Norwich.
Well, that's blown this wide open,
that,
really.
It?
Yeah.
I know
out of nowhere.
Probably cut it up with a clean sheet record and everything, but it was just such a silly free kick to give away. And, 1-1 and poor, really poor for me.
That's annoying.
No need. Oh no! Left-hand side of the box. Every Buendia. Oh no!
Wall or over? What do we fancy?
I'm going to say wall.
I fancy wall. I fancy wall as well. Come on, Emmy, put it top bin. Shut us up.
Celebrations if he ever scores a free kick are going to be high.
Yeah.
Come on, Emmy.
There's a layoff.
Left-hand side of the box. Whips it in. It's a good ball. Oh, just over Gibson. Headed away well. It's in Norwich corner again. Oh, it's just over Gibson's head.
This they've got Gallagher and the two centre halves marking Hanley and Gibson, right? Why do we have Sorensen marking? Just the point.
Ball in from Buendia. Just a little bit beyond Gibson. If he gets the knock on that, it's a goal because keeper again is not saving that so close. Buendia corner. Hanley. Oh, Gibson. Oh, Lenihan clears off Gibson. It flies over the bar. So
ironically, probably one of the best corners Norwich has ever produced with this team.
All in from Buendia.
Boob Santos says, goal. Yeah, we know. And Nalabala TV says, marking show zone. Shoe zone? Shoe zone? Yeah. Confusing.
I know we've been much better at set pieces this season. We harp on about that every week.
Show.
But it just doesn't make sense when you have someone like Gallagher.
Up here, Joe. It looks like in real pain here. His ankle. could be a real
Gibson,
issue for Norwich.
They've made all their subs, haven't they? Norwich? Was it 5 subs now?
You got loads.
It doesn't look like theatrics either. It does look like he's in a bit of pain.
No, he doesn't. Gibson's not going to do that, is he? Him and Hanley.
No.
Yeah, and Zimbo's getting ready to come on. Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
At least Armstrong's not on.
Hanley coming out of defence, doing really well to tackle there. Buendia.
And Hanley's making a stride up as if he was wanting to score.
On Emmy.
To Cantwell, back to Emmy. It's just too close.
Where's the rest of the team? Why is there only 4 of us attacking?
Imagine that.
Oh, because fucking Gibson's off.
Good opportunity here for Blackburn on the counter.
Oh, and it's hit him clean in the face. That was unlucky.
Chest, otherwise he was in.
Really good ball there, Blackburn.
Right back.
Blackburn want this.
Both sides want to win it.
Yeah.
Just join us. 80 minutes gone. Norwich 1, Blackburn 1. Norwich getting the lead with Kenny McLean. Lovely move, him and Kieran Dow. 1-2. McLean puts it in with his right foot. And then the Blackburn goal's poor. Todd Cantwell lifts his arm up from a cross. It's a free kick.
It's just disappointing.
Back stick.
Really disappointing.
And Gallagher knocks it in. But Norwich still have 9 minutes. Oh, yes. And Ben Gibson has just got a knock on his ankle after a good opportunity. And it looks like Christoph Zimmer's going to come on. That was after Dimi Janudis has also been injured today. So a bit disrupting to that trusty back four who have been so good recently. But yes, Norwich 1, Blackburn 1.
They're both injured for a year and we've got obliged to sign them in the summer.
Why would you even say that? Why would you even say that?
He looked like he was fouled there, yeah.
Nalapala TV says, when Jacob gets excited, only dogs can hear him. That's so true. Go, you've got his number absolutely down to a T. Well, it looks like it's going to
Pukki's left his foot in nicely there. It's nice.
Oh, come on, Norwich. Oh, there's a stretch.
Does it look like Norwich will score? Alex O'Farrell in the chat, does it look like Norwich will score? Not particularly, Alex, to be fair. We haven't had that many opportunities this game. Blackburn have defended well. Oh, the stretch is out. Oh,
real concern, Alex, yeah, Ben Gibson, because he's haven't got a stretch here. Really hope that ankle's not too badly injured. His ankle or his leg? It looks like a real concern, though. Hopefully that's nothing too bad for him, because he's been brilliant this season.
What would be, so the free kick is about to come in, it's roughly where Ben Gibson is. What wouldn't help if that ball hit Gibson?
Well, on the edge of the box, poor touch. Does well to block it, though, against Gallagher. Come on then, Todd, do something. Left-hand side. Pulls it back to Sorensen. Pulls it back. There's just a difference today. It's been frustrating since Sorensen's come on after having Janudis Zimbo there.
Yeah. There's no overlap option, is there? It's hard.
It's difficult again, which we say, with Xavi Quinteria, that depends what Janudis injury is, doesn't it, really? Really hope that Gibson injury isn't bad, though.
They zoomed in on his ankle, and I'm not a physio, but his ankle wasn't hanging off. He doesn't look like he's really done himself, but it didn't look good.
Just run it off.
Christoph Zimmer has come on, by the way, for Gibson.
Come on, Zimbo, switch on. No mistakes.
Joe, the fact that Gibson's not moving means, for me, one thing that he's obviously got a real issue. He's not even walking off the pitch. It's a real issue. All the big long kick up.
That's not good. Not good.
Well, you've built up a buffer now, so you'd hope that Norwich don't bottle it from here because of one defender.
It's more the fact we have to sign him for 8 million quid in the summer. Come on, Norwich. Front foot here.
Get it going again. Yeah, Gibson does not look happy. Looks really, really upset, actually. But Gibson looks really disappointed that the injury, hopefully it's not too bad. Couldn't really see what happened because the ball was kind of smashed into him. I don't know if he's landed on his ankle wrong and done the ankle ligaments, or Deepman's looked quite bright so far when he's had the ball. Fine Sorensen.
I wonder if he's been told you're not going to get many more chances.
Aaron's, can we keep it on? No, unfortunately can't.
That's a bit shit from Sorensen, to be honest.
You idiot.
5 minutes to go. Like because Alex was asking now, Norwich going to score with. We're on the front foot. Bradley Johnson's about to come on. Norwich to see, legend, can we say?
Nearly. I don't know.
stayed a couple more years, I think we could have maybe got away with saying that. But
yeah.
And Nalabala TV says, "Do you have to sign him? Do we have to sign him? He has been a bit prone to injury or two. Yes, it's an obligation to buy.
As is Janulis.
Which would be a lot of money on unplayable players.
Yeah, that's an important point, Jacob, if we go up. Yeah. I'm taking that for granted now. Hopefully it doesn't come in the arse. Good head, Hanley.
We're getting a bit nervy.
Yeah, I'm quite nervous.
But Pookie does
challenge
well.
Buendia. Really good challenge. Pookie on the right-hand side.
Good lad,
the
Emmy.
box.
No, don't hold your back. Get up.
Todd, Pookie! Oh, why have you taken so long to shoot?
Just needed a Vardy first time finish there.
With Todd Cantwell, who's put a lovely dink ball over the top. He's right-hand side of the box, about 10 yards out, 8 yards out, and he just delays the volley. You feel like he's going to smash it.
Yeah, if he'd have hit that first time, that would have been utterly class.
Taking a touch, it's a really good block from Leonard.
Lovely ball, Todd.
Really good block. Yeah, Todd, great pass. You just think Pookie smacked that first time. He's delayed it. A really good block from Leonard, who flies in.
Here comes an Emmy Buendia corner. Is it going to go in the box?
So close, just not quite falling for Norwich yet.
They've got 4 minutes to put this in.
There only looks like there's going to be one winner. Norwich pressing well, but you have to be careful of that counter attack. I'd like to see an Onel Hernandez come on now.
Yeah.
Or
really.
There's now no point waiting to make subs. Let's get them on.
Norwich do have quite a few subs left, as the 5 subs is still in place.
Well, we got 3 left.
Yeah, I think so. No, 2 left. 2 left.
Bradley Johnson now. Don't score against us, Bradley.
Hit a thunderbolt.
You've done that once before. Blackburn coming forward. Barry Douglas finds Dolan, left-hand side.
Get back out there, Emmy. Max needs help. He's doubled up.
All in. Gallagher's coming for it. Well played, Tim Krul. Good play.
Good play. Good play.
Blackburn goal and reacted well. Skip. Skip just goes past the man. He falls on his arse.
I've just seen it. Lovely.
I'm just going to record that, I think, actually. It's just far too nice not to.
Oh, but really good play on the right-hand side from Gallagher, who's trying to get past Skip and pretty much does.
Good lad.
Pushes him away, but that's fine.
Done just about enough there.
Edge of the Norwich area. Blackburn take it in 1-2, and then a shanked shot.
Terrible.
Really bad. But if only Stuart Downing was a few years younger.
Or any good.
Or any good, yeah. Or had any skill.
Come on, Norwich. It's been really frustrating this afternoon. Give Blackburn their due. They've turned up and played really well. Well, I don't know if they've even played really well. They've played well.
They've played.
Yeah.
With us.
They've cut out our final ball through to Pookie really, really well. The only time we have done it, and it wasn't Pookie, it was Kenny when he scored. And then Todd's just put one over the top and Pookie's taken too long with it. Other than that, we haven't been in behind too many times. Maybe one at the start of the second half on Pookie's left foot.
Yeah, Norwich hit the crossbar twice.
Yes, first half, yeah.
Why Matt Towns as well there. Steedman, just can't get through. It's just been nearly moments, and to be fair, we give away a free kick and Blackburn capitalise from it. I think Norwich, if they won this game, Gallagher's in here. Shit. Serves the keeper. Zimmerman, well played. Big chance for Blackburn.
Yes, Zimbo.
That was very close.
Well played.
You've only just come on.
Flicked it over Krul, who's completely gone, and Zimbo has to win that header, otherwise it's 2-1 Blackburn.
Tim's in no man's land there.
Well played, Zimbo. Really well played. Up the other end now, Timu Pookie. Man! Oh, it's a good save. Buendia is moaning that he's been fouled in the box. It's off the ball. Don't think there was enough there, Emmy. But good chance for Steedman.
Yep.
Just inside the box. slightly left of centre.
He's done all right, actually. Steep him enough after
There's a lacklustre shot straight at the keeper. Oh, we've seen with Marcus Steepman a few times.
That is 2 shots on target for Steepman, which is he couldn't hit the target last season. Yeah. Remember that first day at Anfield? Chance.
Buendia's played through really well.
Oh, what a tackle, to be fair.
Incredible tackle.
He tried to be too smart.
He took a bit long with that as well, didn't he?
Yeah. Too much. Well, now. Driving through.
Him and
can't get
just
there.
done.
Oh.
And that was the opportunity. 4 minutes added time.
Oh, what a chance.
Look, our wing backs and centre halves and Skipp are not going forward now. They're not going forward. They're just
does really well to cut out,
protecting the lead or protecting against a counter, I guess. But
gets Dolan well out of there. It looks like it's going to be Blackburn's 4 minutes to attack. To be honest, they've held the ball really nicely.
what's the chat saying? Well, if he is injured and it costs us 8 mil, that would be pretty much a Norwich transfer situation from Nalavala.
Yeah, that's about right. And Ferdy says 3 to 6 minutes more, hoping for a miracle to happen to the Nodge.
So
it's going to need one at this rate, to be perfectly honest, watching this.
Really? Norwich have created a couple of really good opportunities, just not pulled the trigger.
This spell of play, they're just not getting it.
Played Hanley, Skipp clears.
They just don't have the luck. They're having the chances, but not getting the luck. That's why I think they need a miracle. That Buendia chance.
That Buendia chance. Oh, it's a good save. Really good save, but he has to finish.
And then shoot. Really well. Yeah, he's taken an extra touch.
He's taken an extra touch, which he doesn't need to do. I think he's trying to do the keep with the eyes, trying to put on his ass. And play to Kaminsky, stands up and does really well. But Buendia, I should finish. If that's Team Puki, I think that's 2-1. He hit that earlier.
A couple of minutes earlier.
Yeah. Well, there, Sorensen, good challenge on Dolan. A couple of minutes after, it looks like it is, whilst we're saying, probably going to feature out to a 1-1.
Yeah.
I think Norwich have probably edged it, though. In terms of chances.
I don't know.
We've had
chances-wise.
I think Blackburn are good value for this point, to be perfectly honest.
They are, but we have had the better chances, yeah.
You know. Oh, good chance here. Oh, Elliot Bennett, well played, Skipp. Is that going to be a corner? It is. We have said, to be fair, in terms of set pieces and everything, that was going to be Blackburn's best. That looked where they were most threatening, really, didn't it?
Yeah.
Skipp's trying to win a free kick.
Skipp just touches the ball and hits the deck.
Yeah, they both have a little smile at each other. But this is a good opportunity. Blackburn could steal this.
I don't like this. Don't like this. Pukki's on Gallagher again.
Sorensen on the edge. It's
ball goes
blocked.
in.
Oh, really good block. Sorensen clears. And now Norwich counter. Come on then, Toddy. Let's go. 3-on-2. Todd Cantwell. If he switches, he hasn't. Why are you not switched? Why's Pukki? Oh, it's such a poor touch.
Shit, Todd.
That was the last. That was the last chance. Cantwell finds Pukki really well.
Yeah.
Dodgy touch.
I know. I see why you were screaming switch it though.
The touch is better there. He scores. Pukki because he's centre of goal. A really good counter attack from Norwich actually.
Nalabala says, Harvey, we are well clear. Results are going our way. We've earned a bad day at the office. And I think that's about right. I don't think this is the best day at the office for Norwich. That's the only thing. Which is why I think they're good value for that.
We haven't lost.
4 or 5 very good opportunities though. And on another day they go in. The deflections help Norwich rather than hinder them. And Blackburn have only had one good chance. They've scored it. Let's be fair. We've only given them one chance. I think we were probably better value for the win today, but it doesn't always happen. 9 wins in a row is incredible. Let's be fair.
Yep.
That's nothing short of really, really good stuff. Still going forward, 83 points. That is full time.
Yep.
Norwich City won. Blackburn Rovers won. Good goal from Norwich City. Buendia found Dowell, who played a 1-2 with Kenny McLean. McLean slots it away wonderfully into the left-hand corner of the goal. And then Norwich have had a couple of opportunities before and after that, but Sam Gallagher comes in the back stick and knocks it in after Todd Cantwell handles the ball just outside the box for a free kick.
Possession evened itself out in the end, lads. 55% we had. Yeah.
It was.
What are we thinking of that?
Games.
Fair result.
We created the chances to. We created the chances to win it, and probably should have taken one of those two, especially at the end there. But I think Blackburn probably just about deserved that, if I'm being honest.
30 says, well played, Norwich. Still showing pretty good performance there. And impressed me from Blackburn that they could draw this match. And I think that's about right. I think they were good value. They played well. Good on them, to be perfectly honest. Quite a few ex-Norwich players in there. It's good to see them as well. Who?
A couple of really good opportunities. Pookie, if he hits it earlier, same with Buendia. He didn't throw Hugel on at the end, but like Joe was saying, in terms of the kitchen sink, Blackburn did look dangerous on the counter. And in the grand scheme of things, you'd rather have a point than throw it away and lose it at the end.
Yeah, sure.
All in all, I still do think we edged it personally. I think with the chances we've had. But who are we saying for man of the match?
It's difficult, to be honest. Have a look.
I don't know if it'll be a Norwich player if we were doing both teams.
No, well, no one really cares about Blackburn, so we'll stick with Norwich.
No, I'm not even sure their own fans do, to be fair. Man of the match, not Pookie. Emmy, no. Maybe Kenny.
I think probably Kenny McLean because of the goal, but and everyone else played a perfectly okay game.
You know what? Gibson was actually very good, apart from maybe one pass first half. Dowell,
Gibson, both injured, which is a concern for the last few games. You know, Gibson was stretchered off after holding his ankle, which looks a real worry. If you get stretchered off, there's obviously an issue, because even hopping on it, we've seen Max Aaron's go off a few times with ankle injuries, and he's been fine to at least walk off.
Yeah.
If we bring on the stretcher, it looks like a concern, but hopefully he's all right, because he's been impeccable this season, Ben Gibson. Julius looked a little bit less dodgy, just a little limp off, but two potential injuries to the back line have been brilliant this season.
Yes, I've decided Kenny for man of the match, by the way. The other silver lining or positive, 3 assists from our number 10s in the last 2 games, which is nice, because it hasn't been an area that's been that fruitful, Mario Vrancic's side.
Yeah. Kieran Dow's looked bright again, I think. They, had 60 minutes on the tank, a couple of touches, but like you say, assisted the goal, which was really nice, and some good movement. Stiepermann came on and looked again. A couple of decent shots, good through ball to Buendia, who should score. I thought Stiepermann looked really good. So fingers crossed we can rest now, 2 weeks off. Then we have Preston on the Friday, which we'll be back for on Watch Along.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was okay. But disappointing win.
On Stiepermann, before you move on, Jacob, I tried to say it a couple of times in the game, and then something would happen and we never got to talk about it. But do you think he's probably had Farker in his ear saying, like, you're not really going to get many more chances, Marco. We need to actually see something.
Recently, one of those which he's just been unfortunate for him, hasn't it? He's had the virus, which has been an issue for him. He's always been one of Farker's first names on the team sheet a couple of years ago. So, yeah, I think he's got his own kind of process of, I want to take this place, because that number 10 role is still up for grabs, really. Even though Dow's playing well, I think he's done enough to play again. No, we're looking at the table now, still healthy, 8 points clear of Watford. 14 points clear of Swansea, who have 2 games in hand. It's still very healthy. 83 points after 38 games. 29 goal difference, joint best. No, we've been very good in the last, obviously 10 games. 9 wins, 1 draw is incredible record. Absolutely no doubt.
That means that if we want to set a new points total record, I think Reading got 106. We can now only get 107, so we're gonna have a 100% record now. Which I can't see happening, but 100 points still well in reach.
No, without doubt. I think the best thing to do is just get up first, get promoted, and then worry about anything like that. I wouldn't get carried away too much about 100, 106, whatever. just get up and because today probably should have edged it, but not quite. And just remind you that this league will come back and bite you if you do try and look at the bigger picture rather than just first.
Certainly will.
Stu's in the chat saying, in no way, shape or form can I take away from what Norwich have achieved this season so far. But there has been 6 or 7 games where we have scraped a win, and I can't help but feel in the Prem that'll cost us. But actually, no, he's just recorrected that. We'll suffer from the inconsistency. Do you guys have any thoughts on what Farke could do to change the consistency, and who would you like to bring in to bolster a Premier League side to keep us up? That's a good question.
There's gonna be plenty and plenty of content in the summer on those topics, Stu. Don't worry about that. But just quickly. And let's just put one forward each. I'll say the number 10. Let's get that out of the way. We need number 10. We do. Not an Andre Duda. Someone like Stiefman that is actually consistent, ideally. Jacob, what else do we need, mate?
Depends who goes, doesn't it? Fingers crossed you keep one of Buendia and Aaron's. I think, like we've been saying quite a few times, I think Aaron's is the one that does go, and then you get that money. Let's hope Gibson is okay. Otherwise you're going to be needing another centre back. Definitely another centre back. Nyland, is he going to be the backup keeper? If not, you need there. Like I say, right back if so. Ollie Skipp's the one, isn't it? You check on him, and then probably a backup forward. We've talked about a few names, but we'll go into more details probably when it is 100% confirmed that we are up. Don't want to go too far ahead of ourselves, but no. Just more about squad depth more than real kind of first team replacements, wouldn't you say, Joe, apart from that number 10?
Yeah, it's number 10 aside, completely agree. Yeah, definitely. Who did we say was up next? Did we say Preston?
I think so, yeah.
On the Friday?
Yeah, Preston away in a couple of weeks after the international break. Yes, Friday night. Yeah, all in all, slightly disappointed today. We wanted 10 wins in a row. Blackburn played well. I think that's where it's probably best to leave it. Kevin McLean, man of the match. Good performance, just not quite edging enough.
No. I'm happy to leave it with that. Harvey, you happy, mate?
Yep, all good. Again, apologies for some of the technical difficulties we had today. But thank you for everyone who gave us a good watch today.
Like, comment, subscribe, please.
Yep.
Thank you.
Give us a like if you haven't already. We really appreciate it. And I think...
See you next time.
Until next time, see you later.
Cheers, guys. Cheers.